I've lived in this house for 3 years, and I know every corner of it. It's small, old, and creaks more than it should, but it's mine. The staircase is the part I know best. It connects the living room to the upstairs hall where the bedrooms are. There are 12 steps. I've counted them 100 times, usually while carrying laundry or groceries, just out of habit. 12 steps, always 12. That changed last winter. It was a little past 3 a.m. when I woke up thirsty. The house was silent, the kind of silence that feels heavier than normal. I padded out of my room, down the hallway, and began to descend the stairs. 11, 12. My foot touched down again, and I froze. 13. There was no 13th step in my house. At first, I thought maybe I was just half asleep, maybe miscounting. But when I looked down, there it was. Another step, dark, narrow, leading deeper into shadow. My phone buzzed in my hand, and when I checked the screen, the clock read 3:13 a.m. I backed up, heart hammering, and the step was gone. Just 12 again. I told myself I was imagining things, maybe still dreaming. But the next night, at exactly 3:13 a.m., I woke up again. I tried not to go near the stairs, but something about the silence of the house seemed to push me there. And when I did, the 13th step was waiting. This time I leaned closer. The wood was darker, almost damp, and it seemed to stretch downward farther than it should. Like there was more than just another step, like it was an opening into somewhere else. And then I heard it, a whisper, faint, coming from beneath the staircase, my name, over and over, soft, coaxing. Come down, just one more step. I ran back to my room and shut the door. For days, I avoided the stairs at night, staying in my room, barely sleeping. But the whisper grew bolder. Sometimes I'd hear it through the floorboards. Sometimes I'd hear faint scratching beneath the stairs in broad daylight. One night I woke to find dirt smeared across the hallway carpet outside my room, leading toward the staircase. That's when I decided to test it. The next night, I set up a camera at the bottom of the staircase, facing up. I went to bed, and at exactly 3:13, I heard it again, the whisper, calling me. I resisted the urge to go and forced myself to stay in bed. In the morning, I checked the footage. At first, it was just empty stairs. Then, right on cue, the camera flickered. And suddenly, there it was, the 13th step. A shape began crawling up from it. Thin, pale arms with long fingers clutching the wood, pulling itself higher. Its face never came into focus, just darkness with teeth. And the footage cut. I didn't touch that staircase for a week. I slept on the couch, avoiding the upper floor altogether. But houses have a way of pulling you in, and fear has a way of making you reckless. One night, I heard it louder than ever. Not just a whisper, but a chorus. Dozens of voices murmuring from beneath the 13th step. My name over and over, until it felt like the walls were vibrating with it. I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed a flashlight and stormed to the stairs. Sure enough, at 3:13 a.m., the step was there, yawning open into the dark. The voices grew louder, desperate. Come down, just one more step, we've been waiting. My hands shook as I shined the light into the gap. The beam didn't touch the bottom. It just went on, like staring into a well, and for a moment, I thought I saw faces looking back. I stumbled, and my foot landed on the 13th step. The air grew cold, and the house around me groaned. The whispers turned into laughter, echoing up from the depths. I scrambled back, nearly falling, dragging myself into the hallway. The step vanished, and I lay there, shaking. The next morning, there were muddy footprints across the living room floor, small, childlike, leading away from the stairs. I tried to leave the house after that. I packed bags, called a realtor, even booked a motel. But every night, no matter where I was, I woke up at exactly 3:13 a.m. And somehow, I always found myself at a staircase. At hotels, at my friend's place, even at work in the fire escape stairwell. 13 steps. Always 13. And always, the voices waiting at the bottom. Last night was the worst. I woke in my own house again, though I know I hadn't gone back there. I stood at the top of the stairs, phone in hand, shaking. The 13th step was already there, stretching into a darkness that seemed to breathe. And this time, the voices didn't whisper. They screamed. "Come down!" I don't remember deciding to move. My body just obeyed. 1 step, 2, 3. The voices rose around me, filling my head, drowning out everything else. 11, 12, 13. I'm writing this now from the bottom. It isn't wood beneath my feet anymore. It's dirt, damp and cold. The staircase behind me is gone. All I see is tunnel after tunnel stretching into the black, and faces watching me from the walls. They're still whispering, still calling, and I know now where the staircase leads. The 13th step doesn't end in my house. It ends below it. And once you step down, you don't get to go back.